Hello, I want to speak to us about our relationship. Yeah, daddy and mommy relationship. I know parenting is not an easy deal. It entails a lot, and there are no perfect parents anywhere. Same as a couple, there are no perfect husband, no perfect wife. We all are striving towards perfection. So I want to ask you, Dad, how do you address your children? How do you behave? How do you react when your wife offends you? How do you react when your husband offends you? Why do we report our spouse to our children? Why do we report our spouses to people outside, to outsiders? Now, when you report your wife to a friend and you say a lot of things out of annoyance and a lot of abusive words, and tomorrow you make up with that wife, what about the impression you have created in that friend? How do you resolve that impression? Because the impression is there. What you have said is there. You can't take it back. You can't take our words back. That's why I always say words, they power in our tongue. Our words are seed, so we have to be very careful how we use them. What about reporting your children to reporting your wife to your children, or reporting your husband to your children, talking about them in an aggressive way, using abusive words that are not pleasant in the ear of your children. It's not a good thing. This thing goes a long way. It affects children a lot. And because they are so young to express themselves, some of them express that through challenging behavior, behaving in a way that is not okay, behaving in a rude way because they are upset. So we have to do something about it. So when you report your wife to your children, or your husband to your children, and tomorrow you make up with your husband, are you now going back to tell your child, or that thing I said about my husband is not correct, or that thing I said about my wife is not true? Parents, we can do better. Our children are learning from us, and we are replica of our children. Our children are a replica of us. Meaning, your girl child is you in future. Your son, your male child is you, daddy, in future. We have to do better. When we are what are we training our children to become? Are you training your daughter to be aggressive and rude wife? Are you training your son to be aggressive and rude husband or saucy husband? And in so doing, if we don't handle our situation well, we are not teaching our children well. So we are indirectly teaching them to go outside or confide in people when they have situation. Situation where we can deal with couple, you can deal with your situation, with your whatever issue you have with your partner, your wife, your husband. You can handle it. Please, let's take our children outside that situation. Let's take our friends out of it. Because that friend of yours that you're reporting to your wife want to compare her to his own wife. And that husband of yours that you're reporting to your friend want to compare to another. So let's stop this comparison. Let's try and resolve our issues. We can make it. We can do better. Let's try. A child was talking to me and say, "Ma, I don't like the way my dad's talking about my mom." And that child is not bold enough to tell the dad. So that it's now coming out in our behavior, the way she's behaving, which is not good. So please, we can do better. Let's stop talking about our spouses or our partners in presence of our children. Let's try and resolve things. Let's try. We can make it better. We can make it better. You can no, there's no one is perfect, but we can work towards perfection and make it better. Thanks for watching our video. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I'm still your girl, Antonia Ekure. Thank you very much. We love you and celebrate you. God bless you. Cheers.